Hello. Try not to trip over the cable and fall into the front row. Cool. My name is Craig James, and hi. And the last time I had to speak in front of this many people, it turns out my flies were undone the whole time. And I'm not talking like a little bit open, I'm talking like fully dilated. Like you could see the head. Yeah, no, that was more gross than I intended it to be. But the thing is, I blame one thing for that, and that is buttons, or more specifically, button flies. And that's not the first time that buttons have fucked with me in my life. I actually first discovered my future nemesis when I was in the pub having a wee. And the wee itself was fine, it was like a solid 7 out of 10. But it was afterwards that the trouble started. Because you see, when you're a little bit drunk, buttons grow. They grow to about the same size as a large Domino's pizza. For argument's sake, let's call it a Meatlicious. Button holes, they don't grow. They shrink to roughly the same diameter as an ant's arsehole. Now, I don't know if anyone here has ever tried to shove a large Meatlicious pizza up an ant's arsehole before. But let me tell you, much like pimping and being green, it ain't easy. I'm really proud of that one. So anyway, I'm standing there fumbling, and the more I try to, the faster I try to do them up, the more I fumble, and eventually I start to see a queue forming behind me. And I get really stressed, and the faster I try to do them up, the more I fumble. And as the hours turn into days, and the days turn into weeks, I'm very much aware of the fact that I've been standing there for slightly longer than is socially acceptable. And for a fleeting moment, I consider just leaving, just walking out of there with my head held high and my flies akimbo, proudly gaping like a denim vagina. But then I think, no, what? No, I will not be defeated by fucking buttons. I will do this. But obviously by this point, I've been standing there for roughly about 6 months. My face is probably on milk cartons. My parents are probably worried sick. And the thing is, right, if we lived in a more friendly and cooperative world, I could just turn to the guy next to me and be like, mate, sorry for interrupting your piss, yeah? I'm gonna let you finish. Classic Kanye. But can you please do my buttons up for me? I have no idea how they work. My eye still hurts. But yeah, on another note, does anyone else find it really weird that we refer to dead people as late? Like, they're not late, they're dead. If you're still expecting them to turn up, then I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Where the hell is Hitler? He's 4 hours late. Oh, and I went to so much effort to throw this birthday party. I'm sure he'll be here soon. Maybe he's stuck in traffic. You know, maybe the invite didn't arrive. I mean, the post has been terrible recently, hasn't it? I mean, and maybe I shouldn't have put just one kiss on the invite. Maybe he thought I was making fun of his one ball. But no, it's fine. He'll be here soon. I'll just give him 5 more minutes. Said Nigel Farage. Hashtag topical. But yeah, no, speaking of death, I really struggle with the concept of heaven. Like, when you go to heaven, do you go there in your prime? Or do you go there as you were the exact moment you died? Because like, most people are old when they die. So that just means heaven's going to be full of old people. It's going to be like Eastbourne. And Eastbourne is not my idea of heaven. It's closer to my idea of hell. And to be honest, I think I'll just take the endless void of nothingness. But like, depending on the way that people died, it could be quite embarrassing. Like, imagine if two people were having sex, and then, because they do, and then simultaneously had heart attacks and died. Would they just be walking around heaven like they're in a wheelbarrow race? Like, imagine if you bumped into them. Oh, hi, Mike. Sue? How's it going? What was that, Sue? I didn't quite hear you down there. And like, so this is a real thing that actually happened. But like, what about that guy that died while being fucked by a horse? Because you can Google that, it actually happened. Like, what happened to him? Did the horse come too? Or is he just walking around heaven with a massive gaping arsehole, slightly leaking horse semen? On that mental image, I shall bid you adieu.